Alright, everybody, we've got a few topics to cover today. First up's information, and then we get to Anette, Nerfer's new group. Because I've never properly explained this before, I thought this would be as good a time as any to start. The Western Ascendancy was taken down by a guy named Alexander Thanos. He made a bot that exiled the Ascendancy's 8,000 members, and afterwards he changed his name to Alexander Strangelove. The Western Imperium's downfall is a bit more complicated. Essentially, TGAE, an Axis group, compiled proof of all sorts of bannable offenses that the members of TY were doing. Under the direction of Archon Parthenopaius, who had contact with the Roblox moderators, a document was sent out to the rest of the Axis community. This document, which had proof of the offenses TY committed, was spammed at the moderators until they took down the group. That wraps up Nerfer's last two groups. Now let's move on to the new one, Anette. Since most of Nerfer's staff left him after the fall of TY, he had to start from scratch here. This new group looks just like the Ascendancy and the Imperium, and it seems that the folks who abandoned Nerfer's last groups once they were destroyed have all come back to Anette. It's got an interesting new map that's pretty well designed. The problems I have with it are pretty simple though. First, the raid spawn's too open. Second, the thing's too fucking long. And third, there are way too many invisible walls. Other than that, it's a great map. It's far better than the free mild shit they used to use. But as far as game passes go, it's a mixed bag. I'm gonna go through them now. First up's the Thompson. It's a pretty good gun, and it's a large price. Next up's here, Guevara 43. I found this awesome at short range, and it's a great cheap alternative to the automatics. The Kar 98's fantastic at long range. That's it. This one's just a tiny Russian pistol. If you like it, go for it. The Sturmgewehr is an awesome weapon, and it's fantastic at medium and short range, pretty much. Just a small German pistol. The MG42 is an obnoxious piece of shit. I cannot believe they sell this garbage weapon. Do not ever buy it. The MP40 is the best short-range weapon in the game, so buy that. I don't remember much about this one, but I think it's some sort of Russian anti-tank rifle. Don't buy it. One-shot kills are not worth that price tag. Tiny little American pistol. Sten's just a cheaper alternative to the MP40. The revolver does the same amount of damage as the other pistols, so it's not really worth the price. And it sits weird in your hand, so it makes you look like a retard. Haven't used this personally, but if it's anything like the MG42, do not buy it. Interesting yet stupid gun to add into the game. It's really not that effective besides super close range. And lastly, there's this thing. Yeah. Long story short, the pistols and the semi-automatic guns are meh, but cheap. The SMGs are fantastic. And the heavy machine guns are just god-awful.